Hey YouTube, in this video I've got an unboxing from CubeDepotUSA.com. So huge shout out to Cube Depot. If you want some cubes, make sure to check them out and save 5% with the discount code DGCubes at checkout. They've got really good shipping, really good prices, and really good customer service, and I'm a pretty big fan. So I've got some really exciting cubes in here. First off, we have the Yueshen Little Magic Square 1. This is a Dino Cube. And finally, a Valk 4M. Oh, and a business card. Okay, so first, let's start off with this Dino Cube. This is a pretty simple puzzle, but I've never actually had a Dino Cube before, so I'm pretty excited. And as you can see, this is more than a professional cube. It's 2 professional cubes. Not just kidding, I don't know what that really means. Alright, so here is the Dino Cube. So a Dino Cube is sort of like a skube, in that it turns on the corners like this. But it's a lot easier to solve than a skube, apparently. I have solved them before, and they're pretty much intuitive. You don't need any algorithms or anything like that. So I'm just going to scramble it up and maybe do a solve. And as far as first turns go, this does turn really well. I was getting a couple lockups just from overshooting and stuff. I don't think it corner cuts all that great, but the turning is fantastic. It feels a little sandy out of the box, but, you know, as a whole, generally, turning is pretty smooth, and definitely good turning for a non-WCA puzzle. Of course, it's not magnetic or anything like that, but, you know, this isn't something you'll really be speed solving much. Alright, so there it is all scrambled up. Now I'll try a solve. So, I think I can get a green side pretty easily, hopefully. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so I guess maybe if I solve these middle layer pieces, hopefully that'll make some progress. Yeah, so I think I can get this red and white piece in place like that. And I don't think the pieces have an orientation on here. I don't think it's possible to have the orange on this side. And, okay, now there's that. Now this looks like a sledgehammer. And I was right. There we go. Pretty easy solve. Yeah, definitely a really simple puzzle, but I kind of just wanted this to play around with, you know, let some non-cubers try it maybe, because it's pretty simple and definitely pretty fun. Alright, now I'm going to move on to the Yueshen Little Magic Square 1. So DGCubes made a really good video on this recently, and apparently this is the best Square 1 on the market now. It is magnetic, which is really nice. I don't have a magnetic Square 1, but all my other mains are magnetic, so this is the last remaining non-magnetic main. So here it is. Some instructions, very nice. Alright, so until now, I've been using this original Square 1. This is really old school, and I'm really excited to finally upgrade. So let's get into first turns. Wow, out of the box, this is really light. It feels kind of cheap, but that is true. It is a very cheap puzzle. Yeah, this is pretty much what I expected. I have tried these before, but this is the first one I've owned. And yeah, this is pretty good. I was getting a couple catches right out of the box, but I think that's something that'll go away with breaking it in. I have actually tried Derpy's, and his is really good, really well set up, and I think a lot of that just will come with breaking in. Yeah, so it sounds very hollow, very sandy, very light too. And let's see how magnetic it is. Yeah, so I can feel some slight clicks as I turn it. Definitely it clicks into place after the 90-degree turns. Yeah, that's pretty nice. Magnets aren't too strong, they're definitely very light magnets. That's something Yueshen generally does, I've noticed. I generally do prefer stronger magnets, but I think for Square 1 it should be fine. But yeah, overall I'm really liking the feeling of this out of the box. Hopefully we can get rid of some of those minor catches, and then it'll pretty much be perfect. Hey, it's me from the future. So I've been solving this Yueshen Square 1 a decent amount since this unboxing, and unfortunately my first impressions aren't quite the same as my current impressions. And the main reason for that is I didn't know it at the time of the unboxing, but I'm pretty sure this cube is defective, because over about 70 solves I've had 4 massive explosions, and I haven't had it particularly loose. The catches were a little bit eliminated from looping and tensioning and things like that, but the explosions aren't something that should be happening on any cube, and that's definitely really bad. I did talk to DGCubes about this, and he said that he hasn't heard of anybody else having this problem, so I think it's just my Square 1 being defective. But I couldn't upload this video without letting you guys know about this. I doubt it'll be a problem if you want to order one, but it is still something to consider. And it's possible that mine isn't defective, and maybe I did just have it too loose. I'm gonna try to play around with it a little bit more, but I'm pretty sure that mine is just stripped or something like that, and for whatever reason it just keeps exploding. But anyway, back to the unboxing. Alright, and finally, moving on to the Volk 4M. So the reason I got this is because my Cube Depot Rocket Yueshen Blue M has served me well for quite some time right over here. It's an excellent puzzle. So this is by no means a modern 4x4 anymore, even though it is still very good for me. It's not a modern cube. So I figured I wanted to see what new 4x4s are like. So I figured I'd pick this up, and it seems to be falling out of the box already. There we go. Okay, so pet peeve of mine, as you all know, boxes these days, this is too much. We don't need this. But there we go. We've got some extra springs in here. Very nice. And here's the cube in plastic wrap. And there's some stuff in here too. Let's see what we got. Wow, whole bunch of stuff. We got a bunch of cards. Wow, a whole bunch of cards. This one's, oh, I think this is a sticker. Some more stickers, it looks like. I don't know what anybody's gonna do with these. And we've got some felt here. Definitely something we really need in our cubes. I'm such a fan. Plastic wrap's really good for the environment. Yeah, good to see. Anyway, let's see how much more damage we can do to the environment. Well, we've got a cube here. Cool. All right, so here is the Valk 4M. It looks very sleek and clean out of the box. I'm really excited to get into first turns, so let's see what we got. Wow. Out of the box, this is actually really nice. The outer layer turns are pretty good. Inner layers could use a little bit of breaking in, I think. Yeah, the inner layers, this is a common theme I've noticed on a lot of 4x4s. The inner layers aren't usually that good out of the box. They catch a lot, and they have some bumps in the turns, but that kind of goes away after breaking it in. Outer layer turns are really nice, and this is magnetic, as evidenced by the M in the name. And the magnets are pretty light. I'm actually kind of surprised by how these magnets are relatively light, even though I ordered the strong version. Maybe I just have a preference for magnets that are way too strong, but yeah, the strength of these isn't really anything extraordinary to me. So comparing it to the Rocket Blue, this one is definitely a little bit faster. Yeah, all the turns are really fast on here, and the middle layers are very broken in, so they turn without much resistance at all. Whereas on here, all the turns are a little bit slower, and this is something I noticed with the Volk 2 as well. I feel like the Volk puzzles in general are a little bit more sluggish than other puzzles, but it's something I got used to with the Volk 2, and I actually really like that puzzle now, so I think that might be something that I could get used to for this as well. Let's check corner cutting real quick. Okay, yeah, so this is really tight. Yeah, it can make like 3/4 of a piece, a little bit more. Oh wow, we're actually kind of getting line to line there. Yeah, oh, actually, this is not as tight as I thought it was initially. Let's compare to this. This is definitely looser, as you can see, quite a bit more space in there than in here, but it's still not that drastic of a difference. Let's check reverse cutting on here. We can get a little bit, like 1/3 of a piece, but it still requires a decent amount of force. And on the blue, reverse cutting's not much. Forwards cutting seems to be around line to line, 1 piece or so. I am currently a little concerned about the middle layers on here. They do feel really bumpy right now, but I think that should go away with breaking in, hopefully. Corner cutting is alright, but as you can see, there is very little reverse cutting on the middle layers here. But the magnets do help with not requiring so much corner cutting, because it should click into place if you're solving it right. Overall, currently, I still prefer the Rocket Blue, but that's just because I haven't broken this in at all. So I think once I do a bunch of solves on this, there's a very good chance that this could become my main. It's not quite there yet. I think it's really cool that the Yueshen Blue is still able to hold up to such modern cubes like the Valk 4. But yeah, I definitely am thinking of doing a review on the Valk 4M, because it is such a recent cube, and I think it has a very good chance of being a lot of people's mains, so I'm definitely considering doing a review on this. Let me know if that's something you want to see in the comments. But yeah, that's going to be about it for this unboxing from Cube Depot. Big shout out to them for sending me these puzzles, and make sure to check them out and save 5% with the discount code DGCubes. I'll leave links to these puzzles in the description below, but that's going to be about it for this one. Thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you on my next video.